Okay, good morning. Just check whether screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Whether voice is audible clearly.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
in last lecture, we have started just introduction of subject, engineering graphics and design, EGD. So today we will see again basic things which we are required to go for. Okay, so this was our syllabus. We have discussed 5 chapters are there. Okay, so projection of lines, plane, solid, orthographic projection, and sections of solid that we have discussed last time. And this was the syllabus. This was the syllabus. Then we have discussed what is course outcome, what is program, etc. Many more things which are necessary to know. So, which is our course, engineering graphics and CAD. We are saying it is our course, engineering graphics. Subject is a course, and your branch is a program, something like that. So, program is nothing but maybe your civil engineering, mechanical engineering, computer science, and engineering. Likewise, your program. And this is one of the course, engineering graphics and CAD. Maybe in another engineering mathematics 2 is one of the course. Likewise, so we have discussed at the end of this subject what you know or what you are supposed to learn. It is nothing but course objectives. What you are studying, what you are observing on the screen. Course objective. Okay. Then course outcome means objective. We should well in advance we should know what we are going to study. That is objective. And what is outcome? Once this subject is over, almost over, or we can say it is taught, at the end of the subject what we should be able to know. So these many things we should know. So that is there, means before the subject, that is our aim. This screen is our aim. Objective means aim. This thing we are supposed to know. And what is outcome? So you can cross check with yourself at the end of subject or at the end of all the chapters. Are you knowing the projection of drawing lines, regular sectional views, etc. Whatever things are observing on the screen. This is not part of the syllabus, but we should know that I am telling here. Then we have discussed this is the syllabus, just projection of line. This is first chapter, most important chapter. Once you are going to know this chapter, further chapters are related to this. Let me know clearly. Again, I will discuss this. These all chapters are related to each other. So it is not like that section 1 is second, section 2 is second. There is no question of section in our subject. In our subject, there is no question of section. There is no section. So what the way? So you might be knowing, means section 1 we are saying no something like this, section 2. So there is no question of this in this subject. So this first chapter is related to this. Second, again, if you are going to study this chapter, third is related. Again, these chapters are related likewise in this way. All chapters are correlated with each other. And first chapter is most basic chapter. Once first chapter is known, further chapters are very easy to understand. Step by step, we are going to increase, we can say difficulty level. Means in first chapter, irrespective, though the name of the chapter is projection of lines, we are going to see projection of points. So what is meant by projection? That also we will discuss today. Projection means what? That also things we are going to discuss today. Okay. So syllabus I was telling, this was the projection of line. First chapter, which is most basic and important chapter. Most basic and important chapter, line. Then plane, projection of plane. This is second chapter. That way it is very easy. Less contents are there, but many more contents are there in first chapter, projection of line. Then plane, solid. Today we are going to see what does it mean by line, what does it mean by plane, what does it mean by solid. These things we are going to study today. Then orthographic projection. So anybody is remembering what is the meaning of ortho? On that day, first lecture I have told. What does it?
Perpendicular.
Perpendicular. Ortho means perpendicular. Means in this chapter we are going to imagine, we are observing the object perpendicular direction. Means if at all. So one example I have given. So there is, suppose here I will draw one blackboard or green board in our class. And what is this is if it is a green board. And sitting arrangement is something like this. Means one row of benches is like this here. Okay. One row is something like here in this way. This is one row of benches, we will say. This is middle one, another. So middle rows of benches is something like this, middle is something like this, and then third row of benches is here somewhere, suppose like this. Okay, so ortho means what? Suppose rightmost student sitting on this particular bench. So if he is going to see the green board, he should imagine he is observing that green board perpendicular direction. So actually visualization direction, actually it is like this, inclined one. For him, student sitting on rightmost corner, I will say top rightmost corner, direction of visualization may not be perpendicular to this green board. But in this chapter, what we are going to imagine, once observer is observing the object, when observer is observing the object, it is observing in perpendicular direction. Meanwhile, you can remember this, observer is when going to observe the object, it is observing perpendicular to the object. Likewise, we are going to imagine, and little part is there, something like CAD. So this part, it is related to software, AutoCAD. So this part, actually it was a separate chapter in earlier syllabus, but here it is now introduced as a part of this fourth chapter. So here one software you are going to learn, one software, very basic things we are going to learn, called as AutoCAD. You might have heard somewhere something like this, AutoCAD. Have you heard this name before that? For this, something like this, AutoCAD?
No, sir.
No, let it be, no problem. So auto means on its own, means computer, once we are going to give command, it will draw the auto, it will draw the geometries. Suppose I want to draw circle, so I have to enter C for circle. So it will ask what is radius, so you can give input as a radius, and then it will create a circle. Likewise, so this subject is a manual subject, means manually you are supposed to draw circle, line, pentagon, polygon, whatever, manually. But in this particular bit, in software, by using software, you can draw the drawing. So I will say here 90% subject is a manual drawing. You should draw the drawing manually. You are understanding it on your own. And after in our further classes, maybe from second year onward, you are going to draw the geometry by using softwares. At that stage, you are not supposed to take compass in your hand, protector, maybe set square, etc. You can draw on your software. Likewise, one software, it is there in for all, especially for a mechanical and civil engineers. This software is there. For others also, softwares are there. So likewise, so in this chapter, you are going to draw the geometries by using these softwares. So ortho means perpendicular, you can remember. Then sections of solids. Sections of solids means, here I will take one example. If suppose one simple example we will take. There is some pain in your knee. Knee means गुडघा. गुडघ्यामध्ये काहीतरी दुखापत झालेली आहे. So what generally doctors are doing? Immediately whether they are going for operation to check what is happening in your knee. एखाद्या तुम्हाला जखम झालेली आहे किंवा गुडघा दुखतोय, in Marathi I will say there is some pain in your knee. You have approached towards a doctor. What doctors are doing in generally? काय करतात डॉक्टर? लगेच ऑपरेशन करतात का? Because they want to know what is happening.
No, sir.
What they are doing then?
X-ray.
X-ray. Very good. They are taking X-ray. Means to view internal details. They want to check what is happening in inside. So before going to the operation, एखादा ऑपरेशन करायच्या अगोदर काय केलं जातं? For any other, I have taken example of knee. So for any other, they are taking X-ray means what? Internal details. When we want to see internal details of the object, in that case, sections of objects are taken. Sections means to cut. At this stage, you remember, section means to cut. CUT, cut. Cut means kapne in Marathi. We are cutting the object to view internal details, because from looking from the front side or top side or from the left hand side or right hand side, means looking to the object, we cannot understand internal details. That's why it is necessary to cut the object. And we have to see internal detail. So in this chapter, last chapter of our subject, chapter number 5, in this case, we are going to cut the object. So why we are going to cut? Because to view internal details. So here at this stage, you can remember, section means to cut. Cut means kapne. Section means to cut. And why we are going to cut? to view the internal details. So that we can remember. Parallel example I have taken. Doctors are taking X-ray of the our human part to view internal details, what is happening. And if problem is going more seriously, then they are going for operation, something like that. So here just we have to remember something like X-ray technology. We can say sections of solids means to take X-ray technology of the object to view the internal details. This is our syllabus. Okay. Then these things are now you famously you are knowing in semester evaluation, ICE and ICA also, internal continuous assessment. This is very important. So these sheets I will tell at that time you are supposed to draw. And so as I told in first lecture, you should for this lecture you should be with drawing instrument, because in between I'm going to tell take distance of 50 mm, take an angle of 35 degrees, something like this. So you should be able to take. And then at the end I'm going to ask what is this particular distance, what is this particular angle. So such questions will be there. So if you have not collected your drawing instrument, you should collect very immediately, and you should be have one drawing notebook or sketchbook with you. So that is most important. Without that this subject cannot be read. So such problems are not there. Problems are there, but drawing problems are there. Drawing problems. So here calculator is not required. So earlier our subject required calculator for doing calculation, but here drawing instruments are required, right from pencil, eraser, protractor, set square, scale, etc. All things are required. The most important is drawing notebook, or we can say sketchbook, where lines are not there on the pages, blank pages are there in the notebook. If it is possible, you can purchase. If not, you can use regular notebook, but you should be able to take dimensions, including length, angle, etc. Okay. Then engineering graphics. So 2 sentences I have told in first lecture. Drawing is called as what we have discussed.
Language.
Language of engineering.
Language of engineers.
Drawing is called a language of engineers. Being an engineer, you should be very perfect in drawing. I will say at this stage, drawing is called a language of engineers. Once a drawing will come into picture, so many more advertises you are observing on the TV channels also, where uh, engineers are there along with some drawings. Drawings are there. Suppose you are taking example of suppose civil engineer, building a house, building a bridge, even building a we can say road, constructing a road. There is a drawing. Even in mechanical engineering, some parts I have given example of user manual. Once you are going to purchase anything, right from 2-wheeler, 4-wheeler, whatever, your mixer, fridge, LED TV, whatever, mobile, a drawing will come into picture on a user manual, specifying different parts. Suppose you want to build a new bungalow, so immediately 2D plan will come into picture, maybe 2D, 3D, depending. Nowadays 3D plans are also available. Means after construction, how will be your house or home, we can say. That is drawing. So that's why communication. So I have discussed on that day. In an organization, engineers are communicating with each other with the help of drawing. That's why drawing is called a language of engineers. And one more sentence I have told. What was that? Related to software, huh?
Software is the backbone of engineering.
Very
It
good.
is backbone of
Engineering or engineers?
Engineers.
Engineers. Software is called a backbone of engineers, because nowadays softwares, this is a era of softwares. Many more softwares you can see, or you can find many more softwares. So you should have a knowledge of softwares. And if and date to example I have given, whatever applications are available in our mobile, it is asking go for what? After certain days, after certain time, they want to go for
Update.
update. Similarly, we should be update ourselves. If not, we are outdated product. Nobody will ask for us if we are not updating ourselves. So that softwares also we should know, because it may happen. It may happen. Suppose you are a computer science student, whatever technology you are studying, being a student, once you will enter in corporate world, some different technology may come. So at that time you should not say When I was a student, I was studied only these many softwares because that is the need of corporate world. So once you are going to enter in corporate world, some different technology, different softwares may come or may launch. So that softwares also you should learn. This happens with, we can say, computer science students. So whatever languages you are going to learn here, C language, C++, Java, whatever languages, further languages you are supposed to study in your corporated world because it is launched, something like HTML. You will come to know that. So drawing is called a language of engineers, software is called a backbone of engineers. So here, actually, these are the topics. Orthographic projection is a topic. This is the method. Engineering drawing is most aspect of mechanical engineering. And the fundamental need to develop the design and assembly. So different projection methods are there. Orthographic means perpendicular. Perspective. Perspective means what? A view of the object from observer's point of view. So one example I have given. Anybody is remembering perspective of projection example?
Tracks are railway.
Railway track means if the track is straight one, and if you are stood on the track, and if you observe the track towards one direction, you will come to know that the track is meeting at one point. It may feel. One other example you might have seen. Suppose those who have seen our college building, maybe all of you might have seen. Suppose you are standing in front of the building at some distance, and you are observing a building, maybe having 2-storied, 3-storied, whatever. So you may feel a front side of the building is a little enlarged and back side of the building is a little smaller as compared to front side of the building. Why? Because that is the observation of the building from observer's point of view. So this is one more example. If suppose if you will take example of our college building, if you are standing on suppose gate, exactly on the gate, those who have seen the college, almost all of you might have seen. Suppose exactly at the gate, so you may feel that front side of the building is larger and back side is smaller. It is just a feeling. You may feel it. Actually, it is not it is not in practical. It may feel. That's why the view of the object from the observer's point of view is called as perspective view or perspective projection. Isometric projection means in this till now you can remember isometric means 3 dimensions. We want all the details of the object having its 3 dimensions. Isometric view is nothing but 3-dimension view. We can see. This one is the syllabus. I will not read now. Introduction to first and third angle method of projection. Then point, principal reference plane, that we will discuss. Auxiliary plane. Auxiliary means helping. You can see. Horizontal, frontal, profile, and oblique lines. True length of the projection of lines with its inclination of 1 reference plane and with 2 reference planes. True and inclination with the reference planes. Point view of line. Okay. Grade and bearing. Angle between the lines and intersecting, skew, parallel, and perpendicular lines. So this one is the syllabus for the first chapter. Most important as well as most lengthy chapter from the syllabus. So it may have almost, I will say, if 5 chapters are there, 30% weightage is there for this, because if you will divide equally, 100% syllabus divided by 5 chapters, 20% it will come. But this chapter is having more than 20% weightage because many more things are there in this chapter, right from the introduction. Further chapters are small, but provided that you should understand this chapter. Okay. So this one is most important chapter. So to know, so shall I give opportunity to one of the student to read the syllabus? Sarthak is there?
Yes, sir.
Sarthak, Lokhande or what?
Lokhandi.
Will you read the syllabus this loudly?
Unit number 1, projections of line. Syllabus. Introduction to first and third angle method of projection. Projections of points on principal reference planes and on auxiliary planes, including coordinate system of points. Horizontal, frontal, profile, and oblique lines. Truth length of line. Projections of lines with its inclination to one reference plane and with two reference planes, oblique lines, true length and inclination with the reference planes, or point view of line, grade and bearing of line, angle between lines, intersecting, skew, parallel and perpendicular lines.
Okay, thank you. So this one is the syllabus. So to understand the words, what is there in the syllabus, that's why I have asked one of the students to read this. So what we are going to see. Okay. Then, so after this, so what is this projection? So actually a little, I will say, what does it mean by projection? Meaning of projection. To understand the meaning of projection, I have put this slide. What does it mean by projection? So projection is nothing but the presentation of an image of the object on a surface is called as projection of object. Okay, is called as a projection. Projection means what? Because this word will come again and again, projection. So this is most important word. If today you are able to understand what does it mean by projection, that's all for today's lecture. What does it mean by projection? So one simple example I will tell. So actually, have you seen such a reel? REEL.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Where it is?
Yes, sir.
In camera,
Yes,
sir. Old
Cam-
camera.
In old cameras. It was there in old cameras. Now, in Marathi I will ask now. पडद्यावरील पिक्चर किती जणांनी पाहिलेत? गावाकडे असतात बघा, असायचे. पडद्यावर पाहिलेत का कोणी? A picture which Rohan Golub is saying yes, or you want to say something? पाहिलेत का?
Yes, sir.
काय असतं त्याचे mechanism? What is the mechanism in that? To understand what is projection, that's why I have introduced this slide. If I will say here, I have that also I have kept here. If I will draw this diagram, इथं काय असतं बघा, ज्यांनी पाहिले नसतील असतील, I don't know. तर जे आपलं गणपती उत्सव असतो आपल्याकडे गावाकडे, त्यावेळी असायचे बघा. In maybe around 19th century, 1995, 1999, 99च्या आसपास, बिफोर ऑलमोस्ट 25 years ही टेक्नॉलॉजी असायची गावाकडे. और इवन वी कॅन से पडदा, इथे एक मोठा स्क्रीन असायचा इथं. हिअर देर इज अ लाईट सोर्स, इथं लाईट सोर्स असायचा, इथं 2 wheels असणार असे, 2 wheels समथिंग लाईक दिस. ओके, वॉट एव्हर दिस रील इज देअर, रील ही जी रील दिसते का, दिस रील विल बी हिअर समथिंग लाईक दिस. ती अशी गुंडाळायची इथं. ओके, समथिंग लाईक दिस. आणि इथून काय व्हायचा, असा फोकस पडायचा इथं, समथिंग लाईक दिस. ओके, वॉट एव्हर पिक्चर विल कम ऍट दिस स्टेज, हा पिक्चर इथं दिसायचा, वॉट एव्हर इट विल बी देअर, that picture, and sound it will be given automatically. Means what was happen, what is happening there, here there was a 2 wheels something like this. तर दाखवलेत बघा, these 2 wheels are something like this, and a reel is wounding in between that, and here that light source is focusing the source and the screen. या स्क्रीन वरती जायचं आणि इथं तो पिक्चर दिसायचा, and all were audience were enjoying this particular movie, whatever it was there. So presentation or projection is this small image was making enlarge here, large होणार आहे, तर ती इमेज इथं दिसली जाणार. If you have not seen, you can ask your maybe your parents, तुमच्या पेरेंट्सने नक्की पाहिले असतील. You can see how these were pictures were there on the screen. There was a white cloth, इथं white cloth असायचं मोठं आणि त्याच्यावरती पिक्चर दिसायचे. Almost it was before 2000, 2090 ते 2000 च्या मध्ये फेमस टेक्नॉलॉजी. Nowadays it is not. Now DJ were came into picture. Now for Ganesh also, nothing else is there. So what I want to tell here, what is mean by projection? Projection means whatever light source was focused, means we are observing this small image into this enlarged image. It is actually, it is not part of syllabus. To understand what does it mean by projection, to understand what does it mean by projection, I have kept this image. This is not part of syllabus. So here we can see presentation of an image. Presentation means we are presenting on the larger screen. Presentation of the object on the larger screen. It is called as a projection. Presentation of image on the screen. So whatever screen is there, now here I am saying it as a screen, but in our language of graphics we are saying it as a plane. आपण plane म्हणणार आहोत आता. ह्या स्क्रीनला आपण काय म्हणणार आहोत? Plane. And whatever presentation is there, for presentation we are going to see, we are going to call it as a view. आपण व्ह्यू म्हणणार आहोत. So there are three types of view and plane. These two terms we are going to similar, parallel. Whatever this screen was there, instead of screen in our subject we are calling it as a plane, and whatever this presentation we are going to call it as a view. Again, three types of views are there: front view, top view, and side view. Three types of view that we will also discuss. Front view means what? Front view, FV, we are going to call it as a FV, front view. If we are going to observe the object from the front side, whatever view we are observing, it is called as front view. नावातच आहे front view, समोरून, from the front side. Top view, from where we are supposed to or we should observe the object for top view. कुठून पाहावं लागेल ऑब्जेक्टचा टॉप व्ह्यू बघायचा असेल तर
From top, sir.
from the top of the object, and one more is there called as side view. In short, it is called as side view. Okay, and from where we have to see, from the to observe its side view पाहायचं असेल तर मला कुठून पाहिलं पाहिजे ऑब्जेक्ट? Side ने, correct? I have to observe that object from the side, but from which side? Left or right? There are two combinations. If I will say, now forget about this example. If I want to see front view of the object, front view ही एकच डायरेक्शन असते का अनेक डायरेक्शन मधून पाहू शकतो? There will be one unique direction called as front view. Only one, एकच असणार आहे. Front view, top view, एखाद्या ऑब्जेक्टचा टॉप सरफेस हा एकच असणार आहे. But in case of side view, probability is that there may be left hand. I will say left or right. There may be left hand side or right hand side. I will say something like this. There may be left or right. Either we can say left hand side view or right hand side view. That's why. So whatever views of objects are there, front view, top view, and side view. हे तीन main views आहेत ऑब्जेक्टचे. Front view, top view, side view. And side view चे दोन type. Which are they? Left hand side view and right hand
Right
side view.
hand.
That basically this you can remember right now. So presentation of object, or I will say projection. Projections means to draw the view. यापैकी एखादा व्ह्यू काढायचा म्हणजे त्याचं प्रोजेक्शन काढायचं. एखाद्या ऑब्जेक्टचं प्रोजेक्शन काढणे म्हणजे काय? आयदर वी हॅव टू ड्रॉ इट्स फ्रंट व्ह्यू, टॉप व्ह्यू और साइड व्ह्यू. Minimum two views, minimum two views. To understand the object, minimum two views are required. You should keep in mind from this stage. How many views are required to understand the object? Minimum two. Minimum two views are required. Means drawing a projection means what? कोण सांगते? Projection म्हणजे काय? Draw the projection of object means what? What to draw?
Front view, top view.
View, I will say. At this stage, we will say view. Projection means what? To draw view. Most important. For today, at least you should remember this. Projection means what? So here I will say. Projection means what? To draw the view. What is the definition of projection?
To draw the view.
To draw the view. At least this you should remember for today's lecture. Drawing a projection of object, any object, it means to draw the view. And which are the different types of views?
Front view, top view, and side view.
Front view, top
Front
view,
view, top view, and side view.
front view, top view, and side view. These are the three views. To draw the front view of object, from where we have to see the object? Front view काढायचा असेल तर
Front.
from the front side. Again, to draw the top view, from where we have to see the object?
From top of the
From the top side. And to see the side view of the object, from where we have to observe or to see the object?
From
either
left or
hand
right.
side or
Right or left
right
side.
side.
Left
Either
hand
from the
or
left or
hand
right.
side.
Either left or right. Another, here one more important thing I will tell. From the front view, in our graphics, one another name is there called as elevation. Elevation, have you heard this word? Elevation, have you heard this word? Elevation means what? Elevation. Elevation, have you heard it? Either you should say yes, no.
Angle. Yes,
Elevation.
sir.
Are you knowing how what does it mean by elevation? Elevation means what? If you are knowing, good. If not, maybe in case of basic civil engineering, this word may came into
Lifting.
picture. Elevation
Lifting the
or
object by theta. Lifting the object.
okay, very good. Almost partially correct, I will say. Lifting means we have to lift the object up to certain height. Means we are comparing from the sea level, we are having this height, means elevated. Our this may be suppose what we are saying in generally, Mahabaleshwar is at somewhere elevated. Elevated means at certain height. At certain height. Elevation means height. For our subject, you can remember. Elevation means height. So suppose there is one building, from in which view you are going to observe its height, front view or top view. एखादी बिल्डिंग आहे, त्या बिल्डिंगची हाईट कुठल्या व्ह्यू मध्ये दिसेल? फ्रंट व्ह्यू, टॉप व्ह्यू आणि साइड व्ह्यू या तीन मधल्या कुठल्या व्ह्यू मध्ये हाईट दिसेल?
Top view.
टॉप व्ह्यू मध्ये हाईट दिसेल. तुम्ही बिल्डिंगला वरून बघताय, तुम्हाला दिसेल की बिल्डिंग किती उंच आहे?
Front view. Front view.
Imagination is required for our subject. Our subject is imaginary. एक बिल्डिंग आहे, कुठल्या व्ह्यू मध्ये त्याची हाईट दिसेल मला सांग.
Front view.
फ्रंट व्ह्यू मध्ये हाईट दिसेल,
Front view.
टॉप व्ह्यू मध्ये दिसेल. वरून पाहिलं तर दिसेल का बिल्डिंग किती हाईटची आहे?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Obviously not. That's why this front view is called as elevation. You can remember. Front view is called elevation. Side view मध्ये हाईट दिसेल का? साइड व्ह्यू म्हणजे एखाद्या साइडनं बघता, आयदर लेफ्ट ऑर राईट. समोरून नाही, साइडनं. आयदर लेफ्ट ऑर राईट.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, in side view also height will be observed. In side view also height will be observed. But at this stage you just remember front view is called as elevation and top view is called as plan. एखादा 2D plan पाहिलं का एखाद्या बिल्डिंगचा? 2D plan or 3D. 3D all dimensions are there, but 2D you will see. So this thing also you have to remember. Front view is called as elevation. Draw the elevation of line. असा क्वेश्चन असतो बरं का in our further subject. Draw the elevation of line PQ. Then elevation. So you should not be in confusion. Elevation means what? Elevation means what? Front view.
Front view.
And plan means what?
Top view.
Top view. These two words should be in your mind. These two words should be in your mind till end. I will say till the end of this subject. Otherwise you may confuse what does it mean by elevation and plan. Then let us go next. Have you understood this? What is meant by projection? At least this we should know. What is meant by projection?
To draw the view. To draw view.
To draw the views of object means projection. आज आपल्याला एवढी जरी डेफिनेशन माहित झाली, more than sufficient. What is meant by projection? Projection means draw the views. कुठले कुठले व्ह्यू असतात ऑब्जेक्टला?
Front view, top
Front
view.
view, top view, and side view.
फ्रंट व्ह्यू, टॉप व्ह्यू अँड साइड व्ह्यू. आणि साइड
Side
व्ह्यूचे
view.
दोन टाइप कुठले?
Left side and
Left hand.
लेफ्ट हँड साइड व्ह्यू, लेफ्ट हँड साइड व्ह्यू अँड राइट हँड साइड व्ह्यू. लेफ्ट हँड साइड व्ह्यू अँड राइट हँड साइड व्ह्यू. Famously it is known as LHSP. L for left, H for hand. Left hand side view, right hand side view. Likewise it is known as. So projection is nothing but to draw the views. So hereafter many more time this word is going to come into picture again and again. Draw the projection of this. Once that projection means we have to draw its views, either front view, top view, side view. And how many views are required to realize the object or to understand the object? Minimum
Minimum 2.
two are required. Maybe front view, top view. Actually this combination is something like this. Front view, top view, or front view and side view. Only these two combinations are there. So top view and side view, this combination is not there. Top view and side view. So minimum 2 views are required. Sometimes 3 views are also taken. Sometimes 3 views are also taken to understand the object. But these are the two most important combination: front view, top view, or front view and side view. So if at all we are not going to take top view, no problem. But this combination is not there. This I will say it is not there, this combination, because we will see this combination is not, we are not going to take. Why? We are going to see further. So have you understood? Projection means to draw the views of the object, and these are the three different views of the object. Next, basic entities. Basic entities means basic geometries, I will say. Which are the basic geometries? So there are four basic geometries. Means point. Point is means what? Point, a geometric object having no dimensions. Point la dimension असतं का?
No.
No, sir.
Roll number 3. Do you want to say something? Raising the hand means you want to say something or what?
No, sir.
Nothing. So don't raise the hand. Point, a geometric object having no dimensions. Point la कधी dimension दिलेला पाहिला आहे का? But what we are giving for the dimension for the point? Suppose P, point P, something like this. P, I will say suppose 3, 4. What this 3, 4 indicate?
Coordinations.
Foreign.
Or distance from
Coordinates.
zero axis.
Other than that, again, in more specific, what it indicates?
Distance from X and Y axis.
X and Y coordinates.
Location or position. Point has no dimension, but it has a location, I will say. Point has no dimensions, but it has a location or position. Point ला आपण position देऊ शकतो, dimension देऊ शकत नाही. That's why point is called as a dimensionless entity. याला without dimension ची entity कुठली? Point, or it is also called as zero dimensional entity. Zero dimensional entity or geometry, I will say. Zero dimensional point ला ही dimension देता येत नाही. Another, have you understood? Point very simple. Dimensionless entity, but we can give its position or location from the origin. So it indicates its origin. Which is first quadrant? पहिला coordinate कुठला असतो आणि दुसरा कुठला असतो?
X and Y.
First is always x coordinate. What we are calling it as that for x coordinate? Axis and what was other?
Ordinate.
Axis and
Ordinate.
very good. Axis and ordinate. We are calling
Axis
it
and
as
origin.
axis and ordinate. Next one is line. In geometry, a line can be defined as straight one dimension figure that has no thickness and extend endlessly in both direction. It is often described as shortest distance between any 2 points. If we want to give, suppose now you can imagine, we want to give dimension to the line. We want to give dimension to the line. How many dimensions we can give? एखाद्या लाईनला डायमेन्शन द्यायचे किती डायमेन्शन्स देऊ शकतो आपण लाईनला?
One.
Only one. Only one. Only we can give its length. Only we can give its length. That's why it is called as one dimensional entity, or it is the shortest distance between 2 points is also called as a line, or many more definition. So what does it mean by locus? This word you might have heard many times. What does it mean by locus?
Position.
Locus, L-O-C-U-S, locus. Maybe in our position.
Circle.
Circle. In other, locus. First.
Set of all points.
Very good. Set of all points. Very good. Group of point. Group of point we will say. Means a line is a set of, कुणाचं म्हणावं लागेल? एखादी लाईन ही कुणाची एकत्रीकरणाने बनते हो लाईन?
Point.
Very good. Point. Line is a locus of point, we will say. Many more points, when they will come together, it will form a line. Or it is simple definition, we may say line is a locus of point. It may be, we can say like this also. And it is a one dimensional entity. Only one dimension we can give for the point. This is a point, then line, then plane. This word, this plane definition I have told in our earlier subject also. कुठे शब्द आलता हा plane? One word, it was very famous. की ज्यावेळी हा शब्द आपल्या समोर आला होता, co-planar. Co-planar. This word, have you heard of this word, coplanar?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Coplanar, co means unique one. So what does it mean by plane? A plane is a flat, two-dimensional surface having negligible third dimension is called as a plane. It is two-dimensional entity. Can anybody give example of plane? Day-to-day life plane.
All, sir.
Wall.
Page.
Okay, any other? Wall. Wall we cannot say it as a plane. Why? Because it's third, it is having thickness. It is having thickness. Wall
Notebook page.
Huh?
Paper.
Paper, a page of your notebook. One page, not set of page again. If you will take one page of your notebook, if we will compare two dimensions of that page with its third dimension, it is very negligible. That's why we can say a page of your notebook is a plane. Okay, because as compared to its two dimension, third is very negligible. That's why we can say like this. So these are, suppose a shape is triangle, something like this. Triangle, we are saying it as a triangular plane. If it is a something like square, we are saying it as a square plane. Then if it is something like hexagon, pentagon, whatever, we are going to say it as a likewise that plane. Okay, so plane. So this word we have came across many more times. Coplanar forces. Forces are in one plane. So forget about it. Now plane is what? Plane is nothing but two-dimensional surface having negligible third dimension. A famous example, page of your notebook. Only one page of your notebook is a one plane, we can say. Solid. Then plane is a two-dimensional entity. It is two-dimensional entity. Our second chapter is this plane, projection of plane, where we are going to have two dimensions for that plane. Now most important is what? Solid. Most important. In geometry, a body having three distinct dimensions, length, breadth, and thickness, is called as solid. The object which has three distinct dimensions is called as solid. It is three-dimensional entity. Anything you can see. The object, and in other words, we can say the object which occupies volume. The object which occupies volume and having certain shape is called as solid. It may happen. Liquids, actually in chemistry, this gas, liquid, solid, these are the different states of
Matter.
state of matter. But here that solid word is different. Don't relate it with your maybe your which subject, chemistry. That solid is different, this solid is different. So you may say in other words, the object which occupies the volume, solid, but it should have certain or definite
Shape.
shape. It should have a definite shape. Otherwise, water, you may say it is occupying volume, but it don't have a definite shape. We can say solid. So forget about it, that chemistry. The geometry, or we can say the object which has three dimensions, three distinct dimensions, is called as solid. Most important now, classification. So what the solids we are going to see in our subject, that classification we have to see. Here I will see classification of solid. There are mainly three types of solids. Which are they? Polyhedron, and another one is solids of revolution. Here you can see A. Classification of solid, polyhedron, and another one is solids of revolution, B. So don't see now further classification. First one is what? Polyhedron. Poly means what? In your chemistry, maybe somewhere.
Many, sir.
Huh?
Many, sir.
Very good. Poly means many, and hydron you can see now here. I will tell you. You might be not knowing this. Poly means many. There is no question. This word is very famous. Poly means many. Poly means many, and hydron means flat surface. Flat surface. It is called as flat. In short, I will write S oblique F means surface. Flat surface. Something like this. Poly means many, means the solids are bounded by flat surfaces. That's why poly, many. असं सॉलिड की जे मेनी मोर फ्लॅट सरफेसने बाउंड केलेले असते that it is called as that we are calling it as a polyhedron. Okay, further it is classified mainly into two types, prism, pyramid, and third is a, we can say, a special type of polyhedron called as tetrahedron. So what does it mean by have you understood first polyhedron means what is the breakup or breaking of this? Poly means many and hadron means
Flat surfaces.
many flat surfaces. If solid is bounded by many flat surfaces, bound you are understanding, you know, bound, it is bounded by many flat surfaces, then it is called as polyhedron. First type is prism. It has same base and top. It has same base and top surface. So whatever, so always there is a confusion between prism and pyramid. Always students are confusing between prism and pyramid. To avoid the confusion, so I have telling one hint to student to how to identify. So whatever this prism word is there, prism. So you remember this word as something like this, P R, and this I is there, no I. So this letter you have to remember something like this, I, capital I. This prism, I S M, I S M, prism, something like this, prism. So whatever this word I is there, so from this you have to remember from this word same top and base. Top is also same, this horizontal line of I letter, okay, capital I, this you can remember, means the object which has same top and base is called as prism. की ज्या ऑब्जेक्टचा टॉप आणि बेस, टॉप सरफेस आणि बेसचा सरफेस सेम असतो, it is called as prism. You can remember like this, many more. Now here one here first here, how many sides are there? So for this surface, या surface ला किती side होतो? How many sides are there? 1 2 3 4 5. So for 5, the object which is having 5 equal sides, what we are calling it as a pentagon. We are calling it as a pentagon. So this top is also same and this bottom is also same. Okay, this bottom is also same. For this we have to call it as a, what we have to call it as a prism. Prism. On the other hand, pyramid, it has base and all flat surfaces meet in one point called as apex. Now similar to, parallel to this pyramid, this word you can remember something like this, pyramid. This pyramid word you can remember something like this, P-Y-R, whatever A is there, letter A, you can draw like this, capital, like this, A, capital A, means this, something like this, P-Y-R-A-M-I-D, pyramid, something like this, pyramid. So focus on this capital letter, one letter I have drawn capital intentionally. So whatever flat edges are there of the object, whatever flat edges are there of the object, these are meeting at one point. These are meeting at one point here. That point is, what it is the name of that point? All the flat surfaces meet at one point. What is the name of that point? Here it is there. What we are calling it as?
Apex.
It is called as apex. In short, we are calling it as a pyramid has base. Pyramid has base and what other? Base and
Apex.
base and apex. Base and apex. So object is here, that pyramid. So second object you can see. So how many edges are there at the base? How many edges are there where I have coloring this? How many edges are
5.
1 2 3 4 5. These 5 edges are meeting at one point. At here I will say it as O, point O. Correct. These are meeting at O. So what will be the name of O? What we are calling it as for O?
Apex.
Apex. Point O, we are calling it as a apex. All these flat surfaces are meeting at one point. It is called as apex. So what is the difference between prism and pyramid? Prism and pyramid मध्ये फरक काय आहे? कोण सांगेल?
Prism has same base and top surface,
Very good. Prism has same base and top surface.
while pyramid has also base surface, but all the points meet at one plane called as apex.
All the points or all the faces or flat surfaces? Point भेटतात
All
का flat
fa-
surfaces एका ठिकाणी जातात? हो का इथं आहे. All
Flat
flat
surfaces.
surfaces meet in one point, not points. Almost 90% correct. Thank you. So prism has same top and base. हे आजच्या very basic हे graphics ची ABCD आहे. This is the ABCD of graphics. If this ABCD you is not knowing, you cannot write essay further. मी अजून सांगतोय, जर ही ABCD तुम्हाला माहित नसेल तर पुढे तुम्ही काही करू शकत नाही. At that, because a problem statement, in problem statement it is mentioned, suppose draw the projection of pentagonal prism having this dimension, whatever dimension. At that stage you should not confuse what is prism and what is pyramid. की तिथं तुम्हाला कन्फ्युजन नको की प्रिझम म्हणजे मग त्याला बेस आणि अपेक्स आहे का बेस आणि टॉप सेम आहे. इट शुड नॉट बी कन्फ्युजन. दॅट्स वाय you should be able to understand what is prism and pyramid. Prism, it is having same base and top. It may be square prism. Suppose square prism, काय असेल square prism चं description कोण सांगेल? If I will say there is a square prism of 20 mm side, कोण सांगेल मला आता description? 20 mm side चा square prism आहे. Who will explain me what will be that? त्याचा टॉप आणि बेस कसा असेल?
Same.
सेम असतं.
सेम असणार. आणि कसा असेल म्हणजे काय जॉमेट्री काय म्हणजे सर्कल असेल टॉप बेस कुठला तर पेंटागॉन असेल का काय
Square.
असेल? हा काय असेल? काय असेल प्रिझमचा टॉप आणि बेस? सर्कल असेल का प्रिझम स्क्वेअर प्रिझमचा स्क्वेअर असेल का काय असेल?
Square.
स्क्वेअर.
स्क्वेअर असणार.
What will be square having side 20 mm? So at this stage you remember prism is nothing but it is having same top and base, and pyramid is having base and all faces are meeting at one point called as apex. So for your information, one solid I am having in our class, I will show. So in camera you can see. Are you observing one solid? दिसतंय का?
येस सर.
How many sides it has? किती आहेत side?
5.
So I will rotate this object. You can tell what is the name of this object. दिसतंय का बघा व्यवस्थित? It is having flat surfaces. Whether top and base is same?
Yes.
येस सर.
Yes,
So
sir.
what will be the name of this solid?
प्रिझम.
Prism.
Prism only. But what is specific name?
Pentagon prism.
Pentagonal prism. Pentagonal prism. Likewise, square prism, triangular prism, then pentagonal prism, hexagonal prism. Likewise, more specific, this is what? This object is what? Pentagonal prism. So further objects, next line, we will see. Pyramid, base and apex. Tetrahedron. Tetra means what? 3 or 4? Tetra? 4.
4.
Very good. Tetra means 4 and tri means
3.
3.
tri means 3. Very good. So at least that thing is no. It has 4 different base with respect to 4 different apex. Like special types of object आहे. Special type of object which has 4 different base. This third object you can see. Third object. So whatever this tetrahedron is there, it is here. याला 4 वेगवेगळे apex असतात आणि with respect to that it is having 4 different base. म्हणजे याचा एक कुठलाही पॉइंट apex होऊ शकतो in short. If you will take this point, it may become apex. Opposite to that, it will become base. Similarly, if you will take this point as an apex, opposite to that, this will become base. हा एक स्पेशल टाइपचा object आहे. This also we should know. This also we should know. That is called a tetrahedron. हा सुद्धा माहित पाहिजे. So this classification is required from third chapter onward. This classification, but at this stage we should know. That's why I have introduced here. Then second classification. First classification कुठला आहे? Polyhedron. Poly means many, hedron means flat surface. And another one is classification. Solids of revolution. Solids of revolution. These solids are bounded by कशाने बाउंड केलेले असतात?
curved surface.
Curved surface. Curved surface. आणि अगोदरचे polyhedron are bounded by
Flat surface.
they were bounded by flat surface and these are bounded by curved surface. त्याच्यामध्ये curved surface असतो. Then we can see here solids of revolution further classified into cylinder. Cylinder bounded by curved surface. Cylinder is bounded by curved surface and having circular top and base. Having circular top and base. Cylinder. So here it is a cylinder. First object is a cylinder. Name itself is given for the cylinder. Any other practical example for the cylinder? Any other practical example for the cylinder?
Pipe.
Pipe, very good. But it is hollow cylinder, we can say. Very nice. Pipe, PVC pipe, all type of pipe we can say. Any other? Cylindrical object. कितीतरी object आहेत. Chalk. Whether chalk will be cylinder? Chalk माहिती?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Chalk will be a cylindrical object, no? On the other hand, आता तुम्ही घरी आहात, जर किचन मध्ये एक राऊंड घेतला, किचन मध्ये जेवढे काय डबे असतात
battery
किचन मध्ये,
Battery cell.
ओके, बॅटरी ऑल्सो. फेमस एक्झाम्पल विल सी. किचन मधले सगळे डबे हे सिलेंड्रिकल असतात. ऑल टाइप्स ऑफ युअर व्हॉट वी कॅन से पॉट्स इन किचन. ते राऊंड जर पाहिले तर सगळे कसे आहेत? सिलेंड्रिकल शेप आहेत. टॉप अँड बेस सर्कल अँड बाउंडेड बाय कर्व्ड सरफेस. तुम्ही किचन मध्ये आज पाहू शकता की आपल्या किचन मध्ये किती सिलेंड्रिकल डबे आहेत. ऑल आर सिलेंड्रिकल वी कॅन से. कोन. सो वी विल सी कंपेअर. जर हा सिलेंडर कंपेअर करायचा झाला तर तो प्रिझमच्या सिमिलर असेल, पॅरलल म्हणूया आपण, नॉट सिमिलर, पॅरलल. सिमिलर टू पॅरलल टू प्रिझम और पिरामिड. सिलेंडर,
Pyramid.
पिरामिड,
Prism. Prism.
Prism, sir.
Prism.
Parallel to prism.
prism, parallel to prism we can see, because it is having same top and base, but it is bounded by curved surface. But it is bounded by curved surface. That's why we are cylinder. Cylinder हा युनिक असतो. आता इथं म्हणू शकत नाही आपण स्क्वेअर सिलेंडर किंवा कुठला अजून ट्रायंग्युलर सिलेंडर असं म्हणू शकेल का आपण? नाही, बिकॉज इट इज बाउंडेड बाय कर्व्ड सरफेस. हा सिलेंडर हा युनिक ऑब्जेक्ट आहे, युनिक सॉलिड वी विल से. युनिक आहे तो. इथं म्हणता येणार नाही आपल्याला पेंटागोनल सिलेंडर असं होऊ शकेल का? होणार नाही. कोन, इट इज हॅव्हिंग बेस अँड अपेक्स. It is having base and apex and bounded by curved surface. Bounded by curved surface. So second object you can see here, yellow colored object is called as cone. It is called as cone. Okay. So any practical example of cone? The practical example असते.
Party cap.
हा? कसली cap?
Party cap, sir.
Party cap or birthday cap. That cap you want to say while celebrating your birthday, one cap. Maybe
Yes,
you might have seen something like this, or maybe your ice cream cone.
Ice cream cone.
Ice cream cone. Again, in other in chemistry, you might have seen funnel. Funnel ऐकलंय का? Funnel.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Something like this. Okay, something like this. That funnel. It is also cone. Simple like this. Okay. Then sphere. A round solid figure is called as sphere. Example.
Ball.
Ball.
Again, all other you can see very simple, not necessary to go in depth. So ball, again we can say marbles, etc. These are the examples of sphere. Even earth is a one sphere, we can say. Earth, something like this sphere only. Okay, this is a classification. How this classification is? First is polyhedron, and another one is solids of revolution. Another one is solids of revolution. Okay, so have you understood this? Prism, pyramid. What is prism?
Same
is
base and top surface.
Same top and base. Pyramid. Pyramid
Surface
It has same base.
having base and all flat surfaces meeting in one point. Tetrahedron. कुणाला म्हणायचं tetrahedron?
It has the 4 different base with respect to 4 different apex.
Very good. It has 4 different base with respect to 4 different apex. Next one is solids of revolution bounded by curved surface, cylinder, cone, and sphere. These are the okay. So for today, shall we stop? Almost, I think it is over.
Yes, sir.
We will stop for today. Thank you. Any problem? Anybody want to ask anything? कुणाला काय विचारायचं आहे का? If not, we will stop. Anybody want to ask? Because we are slowly entering in our core syllabus. Somebody want to ask something? कुणाला काय विचारायचं? Either you should say yes, no response. If
No,
not,
sir.
no, then we will stop.
No,
Okay, we will stop for today.